You are listening to Drop Tent Media Network.
Hi, hello, welcome, Call the Bus, Neil Wood, Adam Nutter.
By the renewing of your mind.
The recycling. It's a flesh body world.
Fluid.
Human.
Fluid.
Sir slimy reptilian.
Reptilian. Blah, blah, blah. What's up, everybody? How you doing? In the thick of October. Yeah, dude, I'm fully on today. I'm feeling semi-great. My name is Neil Wood. It's good to see you another day in the cult. I'm happy to be here. Let's bring in our fucking co-host, comedian Adam Nutter. There he is.
What's
In the domicile of regular. Look
totally
at-
not watching the Yankee game at all. We're
No,
good.
not
We're
even a
totally
little
good.
bit.
Not even a little bit.
We
You can't.
assume
Can you
that
tell?
you keep glancing off to the side just to simply check your awesomeness, your visage in the
Yeah, I'm
mirror.
checking comments.
Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah.
That's it. Just checking comments. You know what I'm saying?
All good.
How are you?
All good. Hey man, going. Got a lot in the hopper, but we're making the most of it. Feeling good over drop tent stuff and everything. Who knows, man? I don't know. Onward.
Do we have
upward.
money to get a new camera for me, or is that out of the budget?
Oh man, we gotta talk to our financial advisor.
Oh, is that? Me? Am I the financial?
I think it's just a conversation. I hope not. If that is true, if you are a financial advisor, we
We're
are in
fucked.
trouble.
We're losing money
No.
by the bushel.
I forgot, everyone. I forgot to tell you, in the cult, we only do money by bushels.
Yeah.
It's all done. We're a very hands-on, farm-oriented.
But apples, that's by the grand.
Yeah.
We
It's
like
by
to
the
turn things
grand.
around over here.
We're about farm to our pockets. That's really what we're about. So it's
Yeah. You guys
It's
get
going
nothing
pretty
out
well.
of this.
Yeah. No, I want to put out the call. Anybody who knows anybody who does like editing or anything like that, or wants to be a part of it, I feel like we should open this bitch up. So I need people that have like Adobe products and stuff that want to do editing and want to be a part of it, man. I feel like we gotta expand out a little bit.
I agree with you.
We gotta just get people in who like want to be, a little bit here. You fucking edit some stuff for Drop Tent, blah 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 blah. If you're starting a podcast, obviously those people would work hand in hand, but it's gonna be good, dude.
So Leighton, who usually does our clips and stuff like that, he's currently moving from Alaska to Florida.
Okay.
So he's been busy. So
Is Leighton? Does he always goes in extremes, or is it just like or is he escaping from one state that has like any laws to another place that basically has no laws?
I mean,
is
listen,
that where he's
that's
kind
cool.
of?
I'm all for that, but
I have no qualms about it either. I'm just wondering if he's like, I kind of go between these two places.
Yeah.
He's the most extreme snowbird I've ever heard
yeah,
of.
he's like, I want to go from fighting off moose and polar bears to fucking alligators and crocodiles
and
other-
opioid addicts
and opioid and zombies, literal zombies. Actually, really funny. He's on the way to Florida right now because he's going to be at the thing I'm going to this weekend.
Yeah, sure.
And he just tweets out like a video. He's in the Alaskan airport, and I swear to God, there's a fucking moose just walking across like the tarmac.
Yeah. You put that there. They're like, now it takes me forever to go get to the fucking stream. It sucks. It's such a boring long walk.
Yeah. He's like, I walked through this fucking airport. I got to avoid all this fucking gasoline, all these fucking planes and shit.
Yeah. It's gotta be a pain in the ass for that moose.
Yeah. We really did fuck up so much nature. like in our Patreon, it's coming out tomorrow. Everybody go check out our Patreon. New episode coming out tomorrow, 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Go to patreon.com/cultivate.
Yeah, we're doing a thing. We're introducing the gauntlet.
The gauntlet, baby.
It's not for everybody. I gotta say.
No, it's actually really sad.
No, it's not sad, but it is intense. All right, we're watching some animal death videos, and then we're doing
one animal that keeps killing themselves.
I don't know, dude. I think we should open it up. I think it needs to be like I want this to be an onslaught of like, and not the animal. I want this to be like a fucking like what did it says? A gauntlet of just like animal death video, them suiciding themselves accidentally, and then just right after that, just like would you rathers that are honestly pulling us apart as a friendship. Probably, yeah, for the best. We're just like, you would do what? And then I'm like, yeah, that's how I feel about it. And then you're like, gross. And that's
how we
probably
roll.
what it
But
is.
that's called good content.
If you can, I just want people to try to last through it and try to see if in the comments people are deciding what they would do in those, because some of the ones you brought up were very good. The would you rather's, I was just like, it's both are bad, and you just have to embrace the suck and figure out exactly.
Totally agree. Also, JC, good catch. I thought you said ocelot, but you meant to say onslaught.
No, I said onslaught, but it was close.
Also, you combine both.
You
combine onslaught and onslaught.
Close. Thank you, autism spectrum that are out there. I appreciate you guys. You're keeping us
speaking
narrow.
about autism spectrum, I'm pretty sure I'm autistic, but I just beat it or something because, like, I'm telling you,
the first man reported today, coming in live. This is Action News with the first man to beat autism. Here he is, Adam Nutter.
I beat the spectrum back, dude, because I was talking to my mom a few days ago. And she was like, when you were like a kid, like real young, if you had loud noise, you would just run into your room and hide and like put covers over your head and stuff like that. Like, that's autistic.
Sure, yeah, definitely.
Like being afraid of loud noise. And I still kind of don't super like loud noise unless I could control the noise. Then I like it.
Sure.
So I feel like that's also autistic. Also, I'm a libertarian. That's also autistic. I'm a comic. Also autistic.
Yeah. You got a lot going on in that little brain of yours, buddy.
I know. I constantly firing off a goldfish memory. That's probably from brain trauma, but still.
No, yeah, where your memory has decided to take you, where it picks its spots is like one of the craziest things I've ever seen. In terms of, I mean, I'm generally kind of out there in terms of memory, but you'll just, it's wavering. It's the waves of like, it could be a still calm for a long time in your memory. You're like, I don't fucking any of that stuff. And then you just mentioned maybe a toy that came out in 1992 and you will go into a deep dive. Probably Hasbro. I think it was Hasbro. Summer
Mattel
of
made some good
Teenage
Mutant Ninja Turtles toys around that time.
It's just ridiculous. So yeah, I mean,
wild.
That makes sense, man. Well, dude, you're part of the community now. That's good. You need to understand it. You know,
who's I talking
You're gonna make
to?
so many friends. Well, you're not gonna make so many friends because you're autistic, but it's.
I'm gonna beat them back if anything. Who's I talking to? Fuck. Was it Jamie? It might be Jamie.
Right now.
And she was like, if you want to get like tested for like autism as an adult, you have to like, it's like hard. It's not like easy. It's not like a test. Like you have to like go through like multiple therapists and like psychologists, as opposed to a kid. We're just like, hey, over here, look. And if you look like you're autistic or not, I don't know. Like the kid, I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
No, that's accurate.
But that sounds like something you would do for check autism. Like, hey,
yeah, sure.
Just dangle keys.
Yeah. No, each one's just a glamour shoot that didn't go well. It's just kind of just like, man, this kid is not paying attention to this at all. This is not. He's autistic.
Sexy?
I think he's autistic.
Did you do that? You do a quick turnaround, sexy shot.
I know. I get
not autistic.
It's pervasive. I mean, it's happening. I mean, maybe this is the next step in human evolution. Is it? Do you think? You think autism is that a lot of people speculate?
Oh, so that's like. Oh, that's a bummer if it is.
Well, think about it. Is you're thinking of? I think you're thinking of someone who is severely affected by. See, there you go. Very autistic.
I forgot we're being filming this also.
You forgot we were being filming? Yeah.
Filmers.
No, I know.
No big deal. Just a nice home run for the Yankees. 1-0. Let's go.
Okay.
Fucking go.
Yeah, I know. It's so tough right now in the sports season. Although I will say I'm very happy for the Phillies. But at the same time, it's not good. And I don't wish them to lose. I want to say that because I think I'd be beat up in the streets. But I also, at the same time, it's really hard to run comedy shows when you're winning things. Like, I can't sell tickets. So it's one of those situations. Yeah. So if you guys could just wrap up this thing, maybe just do the World Series, cut right to it. Phillies win, done. Great. Awesome. Thank you.
Then we still got to wait till like November.
Dude, hey, listen, I get everybody out there. Listen, we'll push the shows back. I don't know what to tell you. It's like after the game,
11 p.m. shows.
Yeah. There's nothing to do.
Comedy Cellar.
Yeah. In Philly, everything just shuts down. Like multiple people are just like, you're just like, yeah, we're cutting it. Dude, stop your reactions in the video, and then you're quick. You don't have to be like, oh. Like it's not, you're not a bad kid in class. Like it's, you just celebrate it and it's fine. You're like, oh shit, was I doing something? Really? Yeah.
Try not to be distracting. Go ahead. No, but the good thing about the Eagles is like they usually only play on Sundays, right? So like,
sure.
that eliminates that problem.
No,
it's the Phillies are fucking things up, and then like once basketball comes back and like the Sixers, if the Sixers do well, then that goes late into like the summer and stuff like that too, and it's like all weekend games and like Friday, Saturday night games. The Flyers are trash though, so I don't really worry about
hockey. I love hockey. I think it's awesome. I want to go to more games.
Hockey is the most fun sport to go to live. 100. It's not even close. It's not even close. People always shit on hockey, but they don't fucking get it. Like,
I can't remember. I went to one game with one of the guys I loved the most in this world, my Uncle Harry, and I could not tell you a single thing from that game that I enjoyed. Like, it was cool to go see the Eagles, and it was great, but I also it just didn't stay in my memory at all. I don't know if it was because I wasn't close enough. Well, we had pretty decent seats, but it just wasn't. It wasn't in there at all.
Hockey, football. I think football, like the total amount of actual play time in football is like 20 minutes. It's a 3-hour game. But there's only actual action for like 12 to 20 minutes or something. It's super small compared to like the length of the game.
Would you guys be down for this? And everyone listening,
kiss each other.
Listen to this in the future. Yeah, players should be making out with coaches. Coaches should be making out with players. This will work on multiple levels. No, I'm thinking that you get such a good experience now watching football at home with the amount of, because of the overhead cameras and mics. You have visceral like you hear pads hitting.
Yeah.
On location, I don't know why, but they should be trying to pipe in some of that action that's happening on the field with those overhead cameras. I mean, they pipe in obviously the visuals and stuff, but that's it. It's just visuals.
At home, you mean?
No. When you're at the game, you can't hear what's happening on the field.
I think that's against the rules. It's artificial noise, and you can't do that.
Oh.
So you can't. So the Falcons, I think it was the Falcons a few years ago got.
I mean on the snap, dude. I don't mean all the time. I mean when those because they're doing the same thing for commercials and as they're doing production behind the scenes. They're not. I mean those microphones, yes, they need to come off as things are being broken. I'm talking about they go. They're coming up to the line. They should be able to orchestrate where those cameras and microphones are now on, and we can hear. You can hear, and then you can hear that kind of shit happening on the field when you're in the stands. Because I feel like that's what the richness
it is kind of
that
quiet.
I'm missing.
There's also the thing about football. I guess it's any live sport, but especially football because there's so much just standing around. If you're at the game and there's an injury or some sort of delay, you have no idea why.
Sure.
Because you don't have the announcers at home being like, well, this is what happened. This is what we got from the sideline report. You're just okay, I guess I'll sit here for 20 minutes now and wait. It's very boring. Football live is but hockey, it's constant back and forth. Guys are getting fucking hit all the fucking time. It's constant movement. The only stoppage of play really is between periods. Otherwise, it's pretty much constantly going. It's so much fun. We should go to a fucking Flyers Rangers game. If we fucking should do.
I'd be pumped for that.
But at MSG, because I want to be able to wear my Ranger shit. I don't want to go to Wells Fargo and get beat up in the parking lot by savages because I wore a Rangers jersey.
Can we talk? This is I'm gonna try to do this in the most delicate fashion I can.
Okay,
I would say that, and a buddy of ours was talking about this recently. We were at true Philly fashion. We were at D'Alessandro's getting cheesesteaks. I mean, this is Philly 101. You're waiting.
What happened
40
next? You saw a fucking guy in Kensington doing fucking heroin, and then you saw a fucking robbery happen in front of you.
Then we rang the Liberty Bell, and then we ended the evening.
And then you went, go birds go.
Yeah. We were coming up with this idea that it is completely normal, especially when no one gave them any love. It was the Phillies just getting done. They got through. When was this? This is Saturday, I believe. I believe it was this past Saturday. So that would have been the 15th, I guess, when the Phillies just got done. I think that's correct. I might be off. I might be off on that. But
so whatever this past Saturday was, okay.
Yeah, but again, if you're watching this in the future, whatever. This is October 15th.
You. How about that?
There we go. We don't want to keep you at all. So we're watching. We're sitting in line, waiting 45 minutes or whatever for cheesesteaks because that's what you do. And multiple people are driving by D'Alessandro's and just giving rally. They're just, let's go Bills.
Yeah.
Woo! You know what I mean? Like that. But no one respond. We're all just okay. Like no one really.
That's actually
like,
surprising because usually when I've seen that in Philly,
I know
you have everyone being like, like fucking gorillas.
The fun part is that I realized I was like, that's the only thing that I feel like males are getting catcalled with. Like that's our catcall. Catcalling home happens with males in the city of Philadelphia, but it's all sports related.
Yeah.
And when, they're like, yeah, let's go Phils. And we're like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Stop. You're jamming us up. We're just trying to get cheesesteaks. Leave me alone right now. All right.
But
Keep going.
there are guys out there being like, he thinks I'm a fucking good fan.
Yeah, I know. You saw my shit. You saw me flexing Philly stuff.
So like, old Brian Dawkins jersey. What's up?
Philly catcall happens with male on male action all the time. It's just sports related. That's all it is.
But it could also end in a bloodbath.
It could also go that way, to the point if you are allowed to wear Cowboys stuff, and I'm just gonna say it, if you are a very suave looking black dude in the city, you're allowed. Dude, I'm telling you. Listen,
think that's true.
I'm telling you, right? Well, also I will. This is dependent on, and I think I think Tom pointed this out too. He was just like, if they're winning, no one cares if you're wearing Cowboys stuff. Like if a Philly sports team is winning, but like they're like yeah, we're winning, whatever.
The Eagles are
6-0, right?
So they can do whatever they want.
They're just like, all right, man, whatever.
And they just beat the Cowboys too.
Yeah. And even somebody, he was walking away, like this Cowboys guy was walking. He was like, yo, dude, I mean, just look behind your shoulder, dude. You're wearing Cowboys stuff right now. Like, the jokes are there, but it's jokes. Like, it's fine. You know what I mean? It's okay.
If the Cowboys won that game,
there's problems.
He would be getting chased down the street like Frankenstein.
It could be issues. It could be Frankenstein's monster. We don't need we don't need JC. Don't even
whatever.
Type it. I already know. I already know. We know, dude. I got it. But like, I get you. I told no, I got you. But I think that's when we let it slide. We're like, nah, he's doing him. It's just style.
Well, I've told the story before, but I'll tell it again for all the new listeners out there. When I was 18 years old, this happened to be the first time the Giants beat the Patriots. So the undefeated season when the Patriots were undefeated and we beat them. It was that season. I was like fucking what? 8. No. Oh, you know what? It couldn't have been that. Oh yeah, it was that season. I was like 20. So yeah, so me and my friends, still living in New York at the time, right? We didn't understand, again, like the true Philly shitbags that you guys are, like the true savageness of the fan. We didn't understand.
Passionate fans. I mean,
sure, we can call that.
Yeah.
You guys can say that. The rest of the country thinks you guys are scumbags.
Just, a lot of passion.
So we didn't understand like the true veracity of it. So we all went there in our Giants uniforms.
But that's fine. See, now I'm turning into JC.
Did I not say that?
You said
what
veracity.
I say? Oh, my mush mouth.
It's like a combination of like velocity. This is what JC doesn't know. When you do it in real time, it's annoying and it's rude and it's bad. But I love you as a fan, dude. You're great. But see how things have changed now? But I've given him time to take a sip. He's going to come back refreshed. Yeah, he's going to say like ferocity, right?
JC, I'm not even going to try it again. I'm not even going to try it again.
No, you come in with that much intensity. It's a lot of intensity.
So we all we're decked down our Giant shit. Again, this is 100% fucking true. It's not for the bit. As soon as we open the car doors in the parking lot, the three of us get out and we just hear faggots.
Ooh.
And we were like
pulling the F. He had it. Just like we clocked you, dude, when you walked in. We saw you riding in. We saw you below the window. You don't have tinted windows. I can see you.
Yeah. Damn. Oh yeah. We drove over my friend's old shitty beat up like Pinto, like not Pinto, Pontiac, like Pontiac. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah. That's how you, dude. At that point be like, we should get back in the car, right? Like this is actually. I feel like we've been targeted. I feel like this is.
And I told you it gets worse. The Giants won that game on a last-second field goal. So as we were walking out of the stadium, people started like, and we were like essentially kids. We're like 19, 20 years old. We're like kids, right? Like we're not old.
The walk back needs to be you guys shut the fuck up.
We 100% did. We didn't. That's what we were doing. We didn't say shit. We weren't like, yeah. People, grown men, were like shoulder checking us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we were like, don't start shit. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Brutal.
And I was like 2-3 years into fighting at this point too. So I could have fucked if I wanted. I could have fucked up all these. But like
take all of them on. Once you start a zombie situation
so if I was to just deck one guy, it would be like World War Z.
Like Train from Busan. Like it's not
climbing over the fucking top rafters.
Yeah. Philly's fans like
to get down.
All right, I'm gonna cut it. I might try to cut a clip if I can of just like all like Train to Busan or like World War Z, but they're all wearing Eagles jerseys, like slamming into glass with you just walking
what
by.
It was. And so this is how bad it got. Security surrounded us.
Oh wow!
And walked us out of the stadium. But as soon as we got out of the stadium, they're like, "Good luck." Like to that. Like
up
to this
part out of the stadium. It's like,
this
is where the longest part happens.
Yeah, they're like, this is the hardest part.
It's concrete and everything.
There's no medical. And we just fucking like we're like, go. Like we just fucking like ran to the car and people were like, fuck you. Fucking die, you fucking you're a piece of shit. And we got in the car and just fucking boom, gone. Damn. And I was like, and from that point on, I was like, never again will I go into any Philly sports team, no matter the sport, and wear like New York or any opposing team stuff. Like I just can't. I'll just wear like a hoodie.
And that's not even your right. I sport to sport, but the biggest rivalry is usually Boston.
Well,
but Philly's
baseball,
just that.
Not with football. Sure. Football, it's New York. Okay. It's New York and Philly, or New York. The NFC East is wild.
Dallas. Yeah.
So like any NFC East team, we're like, I'll kill you.
Right.
Like this is the thing, and like I've been to countless Giant games, and it's not like that. Like you could wear Eagles shit. You'll get shit on.
Sure.
But there isn't like a threat of violence unless you start shit.
I'm gonna start shit.
Right. Like, okay, I went to a Giants Texans game.
Okay.
Which the Texans are not a rival of the Giants at all. Like they're significantly a new team, like 2000 something, right? Very new team. We were fucking them up. It was like 35-0 in like the fourth quarter. Like there was no chance of us losing this game.
A new experience for the Giants. Got it.
Fuck you. they score a garbage time touchdown, the Texans. And some guy, some fat fucking idiot, starts running up and down the fucking like stairs, waving a Texans flag, and some Giants fans like, "Fuck this guy!" Just gets up and just fucking decks him in the face.
Let him have the one. Let him just. So it doesn't matter. Like, dude,
I think that was the like problem he had with it. Right. It was like if it was a close game, like all right, it's fair, he's rooting for his team. But it was like you're losing this much, and you're gonna celebrate in the bleachers.
But it should mean even less. It should mean even less. But the idea that it's again, it's like it's holding the line, but the line is so far. It's like, no, man, you should be sad.
Right. Like there's 3 minutes left of this game. You're not going to win.
Yeah.
What are you
should
doing?
Be sad. That's how we have all agreed you should be. And the idea that you're happy is almost an insult to us.
Yeah. It's like, hey, we talked about it, and I have to fuck you up.
Yeah, it's a real unfortunate situation that you keep trying to be happy all the time. But what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Hand me the pipe? Like just
he went down like a bag of bricks, and then it was like, yeah, like that's what you fucking get.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
And I was like, I get it. He deserved that. As a fellow Giants fan.
Man, yeah. Speaking of fights, it's like, oh man, I know the city, everyone's, I think another comic posted a video of just him wearing Eagles stuff and like, well, because people are just going to work. I think he was just like, Steve Rinaldi. We just posted stuff like just being like, this is what we're doing. We're walking into work. You might have a Fortune 500 company. You're supposed to wear a suit, but in Philly, you're walking in Jesus jerseys because that's where we're at right now. Like going into a bye week.
I got to be honest with you. This is a weird parallel time for both New York and Philly. All teams are doing well.
Yeah.
Eagles are 6-0. Phillies are in the NLCS right now. Yankees are in the ALCS right now. Giants are 5-1. Yeah. What's happening?
Hey, listen. I don't know if everyone else is slipping or we're just doing well. Who cares?
Doesn't matter.
People are skipping. I've seen grown construction people skipping. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a shit. Nothing's getting built. Just to imagine, nothing is happening in the city. No. But you know what? Hey, you listen. People are happy, which is all.
What? I know you have a fight story.
Yeah, speaking of,
want to do plugs real quick and then get into the story?
Let's do plugs because it'll take up the whole thing.
Yeah.
Wait for the story. Dirty subjects you marks. My hardest thing. What do you listen? I am neilwood.com. I want to be very serious with you guys. I want you to go there. I want you to buy some tickets. I want you to check out some of my shit. All right. It's a lot of fun. I got some artwork up if you're looking for somebody to do some art, some design. I do all kinds of stuff. But more so, we got tickets on there. You can see me at Comedy on the Crick, actually coming up this week, October 21st, right in Levittown, PA. So if you're local, come on out to that. That would be amazing. Comedy on the Crick puts on great shows, and we appreciate them. And I got more coming up for you. We got more coming up for the pop-in. If you can't make this Friday, and I know this is tough, the 28th, I understand that the Phillies are doing really good. But also, we got a show over at Myers Brewing Company. They'll have a game on downstairs, and then we're gonna do a fun comedy show upstairs. We're promoting all throughout the city, all on the Frankfurt Ave, and doing all kinds of stuff for it. So come out. We got a great lineup. That's our pop-in lineup. We've got Peggy O'Leary, a huge fan. She's pumped right now, I imagine. And a lot more. So come on out. It's a good time. All right, Myers Brewing Company on October 28th. Tickets are only $7. You can get them on sale right now. We're knocking $5 off, $7. Come on and hang out. And I'll leave it to Adam because we got shows coming up over at the Pop-In. Adam, what you got going on?
Yeah, again, go follow me at Adam Nutter on Instagram and Tattooed Comic on Twitter. As we all know, banned. So go build up that new account at Tattooed Comic on Twitter, please and thank you. This Friday and Saturday, I'll be in Orlando, Florida. That's going to be fun. Again, ticket situation is weird, so DM me if you guys want to come. A few people did, so that's cool. But anybody else, hit me up, please, if you guys want to show up. Limited space and seating, so yeah, let me know. And then, of course, November 12th, the next Pop-In show. So, again, tickets for that, droptent.com/events. And please go check out The Porcupine. My other podcast, I do libertarian stuff, politics, current events, all that shit. YouTube.com/Adam Nutter. Everybody who subscribes and follows me already on that, thank you very much. It's been growing, so cool. And thank you very much. I don't know why I said it like that, like Mario.
Very much. Oh, you're so beautiful. And if you want to check out more, everything that Drop 10 has to offer, you go over to top10.com. Oh, it's so sweet.
That was like Miss Swan.
No,
went from Italian to Mrs. Swan.
No. Yeah, Drop10.com. Check out some of our merch for the Cult of Us. I don't know why those keep showing up. It's just the gray. The sleeveless gray shirt might be out. I think it should be out. Just the sleeveless gray one, the other black ones and stuff like that. You can check out if you're down for the sleeveless look. There's a bunch of other podcasts.
The grays are gone now that I
on there.
refreshed it.
There we go. You just never refresh your browser. Perfect. So check out a hat, check out a shirt, check out a sweatshirt. Support the network, support this podcast. We appreciate it. And of course, check out some of the shows we got coming up. But check out patreon.com/cult of us. We got a $1 tier that gets you in the door with the extra content, especially our new episode that just came out. We're gonna make that a regular thing.
8 a.m.
Coming out tomorrow at 8 a.m. $1 gets you in video and audio. And then, of course, our $3 tier is our Fight Watch tier. And it's a really cool thing of coming on. You come on Discord with us. You get to check out the fight, check out
Big
us.
fights this Saturday.
Yeah. Oh,
Big fights this Saturday.
Big fights this Saturday. I think I'm good.
I'll be in Orlando, but I can watch on my phone. Hopefully.
I should be on that. I should be there. That's great because I only have a show Friday, I think. So I might be over at a buddy's house, but I will jump on that. I'm going to make that a thing. It's on my list. So I will see you guys in the Discord. Jump on, check out the fight, check out us, write in the comments, hang out, watch the fight. That's pretty much it. We just want to build a community around it and have some fun. That's really it. And
yeah, once you guys sign up for the Patreon, you get a Discord link. So look for that in your email because people keep being like, I don't know. Look, it's in your email. When you sign up for Patreon, email. It's in there. You get
super easy.
Yeah.
Super easy. And we pay for the fights. It's cool that you guys join us and hang out and check out the fight with us. And of course, the $5 Anna Gabrielle tattoo tier. Every month, you're going to get obviously everything else, but every month you're going to get $5. And every other month, we're going to pick out a name. That person gets a tattoo by Anna Gabrielle on us. All right. Really on you just for supporting it, I should say. And it's a great artist. She's awesome. We wouldn't give you bullshit. So at Curls Junior Tattoos, all her information is right there at patreon.com/cult of us. So go there, check out our artwork. We're not fucking bullshitting. All right. We're talking a full color, good old tattoo. She's right in Wilmington, Delaware at Push Tattoos. We keep supporting them. They keep supporting us. So we appreciate it a bunch. And we've already had a couple of winners and they do great work. They've done work for Adam, all that kind of great stuff. So check it out and we appreciate you.
November's the next wheel spin.
Oh, and of course, don't forget, Pop-In right now, the 12th. I know we got sports and people are all out there trying to get to the Phillies, but also don't forget we got a cool show coming up. Jamie Pappas, Shaylin, and of course Steve Bickle, which is great because we wanted to have him on, then it got canceled. So Steve Bickle, very funny. Jamie and Shaylin, very funny. So check out that show November 12th, and the tickets are on sale now, $15 right there at dropdead.com. Thank you. Boom. All right. Have you ever
had the game up? Sorry, very upset. Go ahead.
Thank you for the game checking. We don't have a sports podcast on this anymore. We have somebody who's interested in starting a sports podcast here, but that's their own thing, and that they're going to be starting a sports podcast down the road. But at the same time, we should just have you do a segment where you're just doing sports updates for your side of the call. You're just like, I'm
losing 8-4.
I just love because it's just plain to you to camera, like, just so you guys know, Phillies are losing 8-4, and I really like this team and the Giants. I would bet this, and then thanks. Like, it's like there's no real sizzle to it. It's just you. I've been Adam Nutter. Good night. Like,
I'm like Howard Cosell back in the old days. Just tell you how it is. Straight to the point.
Have you ever had someone threaten you very casually?
Yes.
In public?
Yes.
Okay. What was that experience like for you? I want to try to get like an A-B sort of experience. How did they threaten you, like, very casually?
It was very much like, oh, you want to keep talking, like that type of thing. And I was like, I wasn't talking. And then it was like, oh no, you think you're tough? I went, I'll fight you right now outside.
Okay,
and
well, that went very quickly. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm crazy too, and I know how to fight. So if you want to run your fucking mouth, I'll put you through the fucking ground.
Out crazy every time, of course. No, I meant.
Shout out JC for just joining the Patreon. Thanks, JC.
JC, you're awesome. I appreciate you.
I just got the email.
So it's one of those situations where I've never been more thrown off by this guy's tactics. We did our show at Myers, and we got done,
which is like in Philly.
Oh,
like
right in Gerard,
Gerard,
and like it's like 4 or 5 blocks off of like Frankfurt Ave and Gerard.
For anybody who's not in Philly, think of it as like
whatever
your town's like. Bus, like I keep saying bustling a lot, like a lot of foot traffic, a lot of like bars and shit like that, like kind of like youngish, right? Because it's like
Fishtown area, Northern Liberties area. This is like northeast of central, like, I mean, downtown, or I shouldn't say downtown, but City Hall. This is like northeast, kind of coming up that way. And it would be one of those situations where we're at a bar, we're drinking. It's a couple of comics. I think there's probably like, I think there's 5 of us, 6 of us, just hanging out after a show, drinking at this other bar. And I'm outside after going to the bathroom.
Oh, this wasn't at Myers?
No, this wasn't at Myers. Myers is a straight brewing company. I believe they have like rules. So like we can
no fighting.
Like no fighting. Don't be a douche. No, they I don't think they go past like 12. Because it's just a brewing. I mean, like they don't do anything else there. It's a brewing company. There's places to get food around it, and you can bring that food in. But like, it's just brew. So I don't think they can stay open to like 2, right? So we're after that having a drink, and a couple of drinks in, all shooting the shit. Go to the bathroom, come back out, and I think it's heading towards 2:00, and Garrett, who's been on Slapstick Sports and other stuff, but another comic, is standing to my right, and a guy comes out and is talking to him, and I mean, in front of me. Like I realized that this very, very quickly. I think they might have been outside already. Yeah, that must have been how the night went. They were outside already. I'm coming outside. I pull up to the convo and just looking around with some comics behind, or like over to my left, but behind this guy, and then Garrett to my right, and this guy kind of right in front of me. And it's funny because another comic, is like eating like on a table right over there. So we have this situation where there's a lot of friends of mine just sitting.
Right.
But this guy is smoking a cigarette, and I realize the way Garrett is looking that he's a little uncomfortable, not like in a threatened way, but like just looking around. And I finally, like, out of all the noise that's happening, outside city life, whatever, the noise of the city and the bar, I'm honing in on what this guy is saying. And he's saying things that are outlandish. Like He's just like, no, man, what you did was no, like really cool,
random,
calm, and collected, but pointed towards Garrett.
Well, Garrett is pretty.
Maybe he wanted to very pretty comic.
Maybe he wanted to pick him up. Maybe he wanted to fuck Garrett's little pretty mouth.
I think that added to it. I think that added to it. This guy was not in terrible shape, like decent shape, but maybe 5'9", like normal height or whatever, and grayish, but a short cut.
He's older, dude.
Yeah, gray in the hair, but like he might have been late 40s or 40 something. He might get gray early. Didn't look, and he's smoking, and he's like, "Oh, is this your guy? Is your friend?" And I'm like, "Hey, man, nice to meet you." Like, shake his hand.
Did you just go
slap
it away like a dainty king?
How mentally ill this guy was, just how far removed he was from norms and social norms and reality. Because shake his hand. It's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And Garrett's like, yeah, this guy, it's trying to give me a thing, and he's like, yeah. I'm like, what's going on here? And apparently, so fucking stupid, so funny and stupid. So when inside, Garrett was at the ATM. Little diversion. This is how we're going. We're Tarantino.
Okay, we're
back, right. This is where it happens. Cut two moments before, right? Inside, Garrett apparently is waiting for the ATM, and apparently this guy and the ATM and the bathroom are close to each other.
He's
waiting for the ATM, and this guy just got like in line for the ATM, and the guy taps on the shoulder and is like, "Hey, is this the line for the bathroom?" And Garrett, being a comic, was I guess just like, "Oh yeah, man, yeah, this is like the line for the bath." Like he's clearly in front of the ATM. Like it's very obvious that he's in front of the ATM.
This guy was drunk.
Yeah, man, it's a bar.
Yeah. Okay, so it kind of sounds like Garrett is being an asshole.
No, we're not dismissing any of that. Yeah. But at the same time, this is a harmless exchange. Like this is something where it's like, he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm in front. Yeah, this is the line for the bathroom, whatever." But yeah, also, dude, remember, this isn't Mad Max. Like this isn't like your reputation isn't staked on if someone had a joke at your expense. Like, so
I'm already formulating like what I'm thinking now in my own head. This is where I am so far.
Oh, you're gonna be on his side. I know. You're gonna be looked at. This guy had every right. So.
Okay, so far right now, this is what I hear. This guy's drunk. He's like
not slurring. I want to make this clear though. Not slurring his words.
Okay.
He's a seasoned alcoholic, like seasoned somebody drinking. We're all we're all drinking.
Short, older dude, probably down on his luck already. I'm just assuming that with zero
put together. I want to say that this guy was put together. Like it's not like he was. Yeah, I mean, like he had kind of like a
I was
zip up
like
flared little.
Oh
like
man, I was way off on how I thought he'd look.
No. Like
I was thinking eagle shirt,
like leisure. No, sport leisure, like. Not a fat guy, like like semi in shape, whatever, but like smaller dude. And he apparently that was the thing that he did, I guess. And then he, from what I got later, was that dude, that guy, once he realized that I wasn't in the line for the bathroom, dude, he was like, "Yo, dude, why would you do that?" got very sincere. With Garrett, I should have just brought on Garrett to do this. I forgot we were talking about this today.
Is he upstairs? Let's go get him.
He might be. I don't know if he might be doing something, and my phone is not. Yeah, I could do it, but it might be. But I don't want to. So he's and I'm in this because as it pans out, that's what happens inside, right? Apparently, that's what happens, and the guy's like, "Oh man, why would you do that?"
Dude, he said,
"Is that what you think?"
He was like breaking up with him. He's like, "Why would you do that?"
Yeah, no, it was. This guy felt very slighted. And I guess Garrett was like, I guess he saw it in later talking to Garrett. Garrett's like, "Listen, man."
Garrett pat him on the head. He's like, "Slick, don't worry about it."
I know, went outside. Right? This guy is shorter than Garrett. He's again not a big dude, and Garrett's not like my height, but Garrett's not a small guy.
He's like 6'1", maybe.
I think he might be under 6 or right at 6, whatever.
I feel like we're the same. It doesn't matter. I feel like we're the same height.
Yeah. And it's one of those situations where I'm like. I'm that's after. So that happens inside. Garrett was just like already apologizing. He was like, and when he sees that the guy is serious, he's like, "Oh, oh, all right, man. I was just the bathroom's over there. I was just fucking around. I was just kidding, you know, like whatever. Really sorry. And the guy was like not letting him get away with it. The guy was very serious that in that brief moment when he felt like he was slighted, that he would not. He's like, why would you? But seriously, stop. Like he's stopping. Like, yo, dude, why would you do that though? You think it's funny to do that to people? Like that type of, like, I'm like, who are you? Like, you know, I guess he apologized enough where the guy, I don't know. Again, now I'm coming into the story. We're back outside. Garrett's standing next to me, and I'm realizing that this happened. And then we relive the story. The guy's like, yeah, you hear this? So I'm waiting for him to be like, he's like, yeah, let me tell you real quick. Like, let me tell you what happened. You know, like I'm waiting for him to be like, Garrett took my dick out of my pants.
Right.
And gently stroked it to try to make me come. And I did not consent to it. I was like, waiting for something very severe. Dude, no joke. I laughed in this guy's face. I didn't even, because he told the story.
You guys are making it worse.
I didn't want to, but he like told the story in a good way. Like,
this is why Thanos went on his whole arc, okay? Because guys like you, bullies. I'm on this guy's side. Fuck you too.
Yeah.
Because by the way, if I was me in that scenario and I made that joke to this guy and that guy was that serious with me, I'd have been like, oh man, I was just fucking around. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. And then if he kept going, I would have been like, if you take this a step further, I'm going to fuck you up.
Right.
I just go right to the point because like I don't have the time or argument capacity in my brain anymore to like do this rigmarole of like if he felt slighted, I would have felt bad because he's not a comic. He's just some random stranger, right?
Sure.
So I would have been like, okay, dude, I'm sorry. It's cool. I'm sorry. That was my fault.
Sensitive are you? Like
totally. But as soon as he kept pushing, I was like,
sure.
You want to fight?
Yeah.
there's zero. Oh, either yes or no. Then shut the fuck up. Like there's zero part of that for me. But that's me, and that's why I'm crazy. So go on. What did Garrett do though? And
it's so he retells it and tells it in like a good way. It's like, yeah. So I'm standing in line for the ATM, and he's standing, or I'm standing, you know, Garrett's standing in line at a point. I think it's the bathroom line. I get behind him. I ask him if this is the line for the bathroom, and you believe this? He says that it is the line for the bathroom. And I'm like,
yes.
I immediately start laughing. I'm just like, all right, well, it's stupid to do, but whatever. It's kind of fun. Like, I just imagine him pointing at the ATM, like, yeah, man.
He looked at you. He was like, why would you do this?
well, yeah. He's just like, you know. And then he goes back to him, and he's kind of not touching him aggressively, but kind of going back to him. It's like, yeah, man, wait, why would you do that? You think that's funny? It's the thing. Whole time, like, you know, you think that's a funny thing to do? Is that what you do? You try to disrespect, you know, that kind of thing. And then the threats start. And the threats start, but very but like, dude, when I tell you that you wouldn't have, the temperature of this dude was low, which sometimes is very concerning because that means
it was very nonchalant about his threat, pretty much.
Because he's just like, and then this is when he started to hit us because I think we were joking too much, and I still didn't stop the joking because it was. I'm like, I don't care how cool, calm, and collected, dude. Either swing or don't swing. Like,
don't. At this point, like, you are also 7 inches taller than this guy.
Yes, which he pointed out. Which he, it's a thing of like, he's like, nah, you guys are strong guys. Like in the shift over from him retelling it and then trying to be like, yeah, why would you do that? And I'm just like, oh, hold on.
I like how he's like talking himself into fighting you and also talking himself out of fighting you at the same time. He's like, "Fuck, why would you guys do that? You guys are strong guys." like backing out of the fight before.
It was very confusing because I couldn't get if this guy was pure ego driven. He felt slighted in the tiniest sense, and his ego, again, probably not even in front of people, could not take it. Like he wasn't even in front. No one else heard this exchange. It's a loud bar. This is just him. And then,
he's acting like he got carried, bro. Like in front of like the prom. Like that's what he's acting like.
This is insane. Like no one poured blood over top of you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like this is crazy. And I'm like, whoa, hold on, wait, what? Like, okay, so all that happened was that I was like, okay, you felt like I was like, well, dude, he's just kidding. He was joking around. And I was like, you don't think that's funny, and I understand that. And you know, he said, and then he's kind of interchanging that, kind of coming into the conversation. He's like,
you should just double. You should double down. Like, I'm sorry, you're gay. He would have fucking lost his shit,
right? Well, here's what's waiting into the wings. This is something that we couldn't gauge at the time. Behind Garrett, probably 20 feet. So not like a threat. Like he would need to run, like move towards Squid, but is a buddy of his. And he's kind of in the street though. Like he's
okay.
This will come into it in a second, but like, so there's that guy that we clock and we're, we kind of like, yeah, all right. And we're still having this guy. And I'm just kind of, he's like, I don't want to, listen, I'm a bad guy. Like I'm a bad guy, man. I've been to prison, and I don't want to do this, but at a certain point, no joke, he's just because I want to.
Bro, what is he, Tony Soprano? Shut up.
I want to. This is what he was going. This is what sometimes really adapts with identity like this in the city. Sometimes it's really this guy where he's he's like, because I don't want to. I was like, you really want to fight over, like, this is something you would want to fight over for this.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I mean, I want to jaw him, you, and these guys behind you, your friends. And here's the best part. He looks over at the two comics that are, and because they're just far enough they're not far, but they're just there. And with all the background noise,
they can't hear
they
shit.
think we're talking to this guy who likes comedy or something.
Right.
And that is the perfect time when he's like, yeah, I want to jaw your friends too, that they just were like, all right, guys, we're going to go out back. Like, I'm like, we're sitting there. I'm like, right now, you guys are leaving? I mean, I don't need your help, but also perfect timing for these two comics.
Right, of course.
Just be like, yeah, we're gonna head in. Which in my head, I'm like, did you guys just hear him? And then went like, you guys are on your own. Like,
again, comics not the toughest.
These two comics later were like, no, dude, we didn't hear. We just thought this guy was talking to you about comedy and how much he liked. Maybe he was at a show or something. No, bless their hearts. Fucking, they were into it, especially those two. They would have been down. Dan Clark and fucking Casey Kufnick would have been down. They said as much, but they just didn't hear it. Oh, it's just perfect timing. I was like, guys, really? Come on. Like,
yeah, that is funny.
I'm like,
yeah.
Not because again, I don't need to jaw. I feel not, dude. You know me. I cannot hit someone when I feel not like I don't feel threatened by this guy.
Right.
Like I'm not. No, I'm just like it's going to be a lot for me to hit you just unprovoked.
Fucking Gomez and Dave Smith talk about that encounter they had like years ago, and it's so because I felt that too. Essentially, like they saw like some guy like punching his girlfriend on the street.
Oh right,
and like they're like, we can't match that anger.
I feel not like I get it if he's gonna escalate, but I feel nothing.
So it's like I totally understand that whole thing too. It's like you can't. It's like it's very hard to if someone's so angry at something, but like you had nothing to do with it. It's like, oh, I don't care enough to do this. Yeah. It's like a very much like I don't give a shit. But like the true way to overcome that is like know how to fight. Like if you have some sort of skill, then you can like skill could out combat anger, right?
Yeah.
But it's like even if you do have that skill, it's like I don't give a fuck about this to like fight you. It's like I don't care enough. It's like I don't give a shit.
Well, then he's still smoking, so I've got an eye on a hand. I haven't gone to the first point of watching his hands yet, but I'm watching his smoking hand. Typically your dominant hand, the one you smoke out of. A lot of people don't even recognize that, but usually. So I'm like, let's watch this smoking hand the entire time, and let's just see what this
another indicator for if he's just going to sucker punch you is he'll shade his body.
Sure. No, and this guy is
shade his body, and drop the hand. It's like classic sucker punch.
101. But this guy is very just forward, just looking. And this is what I'm getting from him is he just feels slighted. And he wants to put a little fear of God or whatever.
He wants to vindicate himself. He felt like a pussy before, so now he wants to act tough to like build himself back up. I get it. Yeah.
And here's what the problem is. It started to get so sad because he's like, and once I'm like, yeah, man, listen, he was just joking, like we're comics. I think he was kidding, and I know. And again, then the jaw line happens. Like I want to jaw him. They go inside. So now I'm like, all right. Let's just see what's going on with this guy and just see if I can just figure out what's going on and get the temperature of this guy, see if he's actually going to fight us. And it's just like he starts going, just like, yeah, man. I mean, I've done, bad stuff, dude. I would definitely, when I was younger, I would have already fought you guys and I would have, really, I'm so angry all the time. And I'm like, are
you the Hulk?
Yeah. This guy genuinely has anger issues. Like I got from that. I was like, yeah, dude. I was up there like, yeah, man, therapy is real and it's out there if you need it. But I just
smashed though. I just smashed.
Oh, I immediately disable this guy. Be like, hey man, everything you're saying you seem like a sweetheart. I just want to say that to you. And it immediately started the comment. I was like, yeah, man, I get it. You keep threatening this, and I get that. But I just want to say you're being a real sweetheart right now. Like you're talking, you seem like a good dude. We're going to be like comedy, you know, like I'm not in fear trying to do this, but I'm just thrown off by this guy's
would have had to get a
casualness.
Step stool to hit you.
Yes, there's really not a thing. At a certain point, he did just like, you know, you're a big guy. And I'm like, right.
Yeah.
So you might want to be thinking about what
Watch
you're
your fucking
saying
mouth.
to me right now. I think you can you can sense that I'm not someone who wants to fight you or really anybody. But at the same time, I just don't know if you calculate that. Then what comes into view is he's just real sad. The guy off to the side, eventually he goes like, I finally figure out this guy's waiting for a ride. Like he's waiting for a cab or a lift or whatever. Yeah. And I get it that like, and then the guy's like, yo, come on, man, let's go. And the guy calls me. I was like, dude, you were just blowing. In our heads, we're like, this guy's just fucking blowing
smoke up your ass. By the way, I think he also started talking.
There you are. Yeah.
He knew the ride was.
I don't have a camera ready for you.
No. Oh yeah, you could do the extra camera on your side if you go to present.
I can't. I'm not even near the thing. So you have to sit in my seat.
I can't do it from. Yeah. Switch seats. Yeah. Garrett, you handsome son of a bitch. Starting trouble at bars, I see.
Yeah, dude. That's what these looks will do, dude.
By the way, I'm on that guy's side. I told you already. You guys bullied that guy. I'm on that guy's side.
Yeah, we bullied him. You're absolutely right.
Don't make jokes at ATM machines, bro. The guy was just looking for the bathroom, and you had to be fucking wisecracker Garrett.
Yeah, apparently, dude. He was so mad. It was like, oh my god, watching someone have zero control over like what they were doing was, looking back, kind of hilarious.
Yeah. Now let me ask you something. At any point in time, were you fearful this guy was just gonna fucking sucker punch you in the jaw?
No.
Well, you guys are. I mean, Neil said this guy was like kind of short, so you guys are taller than him for sure. So you had that going for you, and there's two of you. Had that going for you too.
Yeah, it's not so much of like the height thing. Like if he was gonna fight me, it would have happened already. Like we were talking for so long, I was like going crazy. I was like, dude, like what's there still to talk about? And he would keep going back to the point, and I'd be like, yeah, dude, this is over. And like we already fucking went over this. Look what we got. Neil all hooked up here too.
Yeah, that's fucking. Yeah. I was saying, and by the way, I've been in obviously a bunch of fights. Not that some, obviously, mostly those were sanctified in a cage or whatever the fuck, but a few not out in the street. And what I've realized over time is like, luckily this guy just walked away. He was just talking shit. But like, I'm big on like Cobra Kai, like fucking like strike first.
Absolutely,
you are a Cobra Kai guy
because this guy is drawing. And it's only usually a lot of videos you see out there on the internet, especially a lot of times like the guy's drawing and then just fucking will hit you. So it's like once that guy starts producing like he's the aggressor, all right, I'm gonna hit you. I'm just gonna end this right here. I'm gonna fucking knock you out.
That's
and
what he
let your friend figure it out.
He wanted us to hit him because his night didn't go well with women or with whatever.
So he wants to get a beating at the end of it too.
Yes.
Yeah, because again, dude, making masculine.
That's his turn on.
It was big. Honestly, it was big divorce guy energy. I'm being real.
I
was just like,
I felt that. I felt that in the story.
Yeah.
Maybe that's his kink. Maybe his kink is you go out, get hammered, and like a bunch of fucking big burly men to beat him up, and he comes from that. Maybe you guys are being insensitive to his kink. I'm still on this guy's side.
Well, dude, hit me up on FetLife. Don't be weird about it. Just don't be weird about it. I'll beat you up for fucking money. It's fine. But yeah, dude, it was.
He's like, this isn't my grinder hookup. You guys are like, no, it could be. How much you talking?
Garrett hit it with a divorce energy, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he started fighting us and like yelled out her name. Like,
yeah, like Karen, like you bitch, you fucking bitch, you took the kids, you bitch.
Yeah.
Like Garrett.
Like, and even when he said prison, I wanted to be like, you feel like more like a jail, dude. I don't think you. I don't think you were a prison.
That's a clever joke, by the way. A lot of people don't get that.
Nothing to take away from you, but I feel like you're more of a jail guy. I don't think you were a prison, dude. Because dude, he felt like he was like a physical trainer for a sports athletic club or something, right?
For
like,
what? Other fucking midgets.
But because he looked fairly clean cut.
He looked like a defensive coach.
Yeah, he looked like a defensive coach.
Like a high school team or something that says like slurs. You're like, I'm not sure if that's going to age well.
It's where I see actually most.
Yeah, but it sounds like he also doesn't care.
I see most Avengers Ghosts like, yeah, get out there, yeah, run the flea flick, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Fucking care.
Oh, you know, if a kid gets knocked and gets his bell rung, he's like, I'm sorry. Are you the starting quarterback? Then get back to your position.
Right.
Yeah, man. But Adam, I'm telling you, I don't think I've had anyone try to provoke a fight. And I don't know if Garrett has. I don't know if I've asked you that before. Did you have anyone try to provoke a fight that smoothly? Like he was trying to almost lounge us into a fight. Like he was real casual. What's going on with you guys? Yeah, I want to fucking hit all of you.
I'm surprised that guy didn't say like, I'm also a master in capoeira. Just
right.
Tries to say it correctly. Capoeira. Like,
capoeira?
Most fights.
Like, I don't think you are.
Right. Well, that'd be impressive. And honestly, you beat the shit out of me, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, who practices that? Yeah.
How mad can I get?
Right.
It's like it's kind of on me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
This beatdown was coming. The universe has had it lined up for that night.
Yeah, it's like it's karma somewhere in my life. I did something wrong to a dancer, and they're like, "You're gonna beat up by dance 12 years down the road."
So this not brawl.
Yeah.
Compared to other fights I've actually been in, we've already started fighting at this point.
Right.
How long I've been talking to this dude is unreal. I think what
did he talk to you? Sorry, go ahead.
Neil actually put it a great point. It was almost like a monologue or like a Tarantino thing where he's just like, my time I used to beat people up like you all the time. How dare you? Oh my god.
This is the fight that never happened.
Picks Noah Dragon's cigarette, and we're just sitting.
The Tarantino fights.
Yeah, we're just sitting here being like, all right, dude, like, what's your deal? We've already gone over the resolution like 6 times. I was like, we're just goofing around. My bad, dude. And this dude's like, well, how dare you? I'm like, all right, dude. Like, what do you want?
Back in my time in prison, we didn't joke around like that. It's like, okay, guy.
Yeah, we didn't do that kind of stuff. And then he'd also like I was describing Neil, like the energy he kept doing was like a roller coaster. Like he kept like. We'd be like, he's like, I'm so upset by this. And he'd be like, oh, you're actually very good looking. And I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Like, why? Like, this is
I'm going back to my grinder data. This is a kink. I'm telling you, and you're gonna ruin this guy's night.
Why don't we just kiss about it, bro? Like, shit.
I think if we had that recorded and we went back through and every time he said he wanted to jaw or fight us, if we could interchange that with fuck us. I think it would,
dude, easily. Easily. There's no way this guy wasn't trying to fuck you too.
Yeah, I wanna fight all you around here. I want to fight you a lot, hard.
His tough talk
long
got weird.
time.
Yeah, I want to jerk you guys off. It's like, what?
I'm pretty sure that's really what he says. Like, I want to fight you so hard, and it's like that's really. You have to like listen to what you say. The other
thing I want to fight you with my mouth. It's like okay.
But he's like, he saw Neil. He's like, oh, you're really tall. It was like another thing where he's just like I guess he's trying to size us up, and he's just like, I guess when Neil starts standing up, he's like, maybe I shouldn't be.
I was kind of like, hey,
yeah, that's fair because everyone's kind of the same height sitting down,
right?
It's like when you stand up, you're like, I fucked up here.
I mean, again, the people that don't know me, as soon as I walk in, they're like, this is a fucking problem. Like, it's not. Yeah. Imagine they have no idea. They could easily jaw me, knock me. I have no idea. Sure, of course, I haven't been in a fight.
I'm telling you, that guy's too short to hit you in the face. I'd jump up like Super Mario hitting the brick, dude. There's no way.
Adam, the proper term is jaw.
Jaw.
To get jaw. Yeah, I would jaw you so hard.
I feel like it's a very Philly thing to say.
I wanted to talk.
Is it? I don't know.
I've never heard that outside of Philly.
Oh, I've heard jaw and That was a term. I heard that in Jersey. Definitely.
Close enough.
Yeah, dude. I'll fucking jaw that guy, dude. Like that was definitely something. No, you're not wrong.
A New York term.
It's trash. No, that is a trash term, trash slang that's thrown in. It's probably thrown out because it's a weak term. I don't think anyone says that anymore. But dude, I know I hate almost fights. It's a boring, but I'm just so enamored with his ability. Like I was just like, dude, do you do this often? That's the thing I wanted to ask him because I almost wanted at the end of it be like, dude, everything we have, you seem like a nice guy. I know you're about to leave. You should go to therapy. You should go to therapy because everything we just dealt was like really could be dealt with in therapy. I think for you.
That was his thing. He kept saying, "Oh, I'm such a bad guy.
Yeah, I'm such a bad guy.
I'm a bad guy."
And what are you, Rorschach? Like, what the fuck is this?
He's like, you're locked in here with me.
Yeah.
Like it was. It didn't. You're on this sidewalk with me. Like it was. I just could not get a gauge on like where he wanted. I feel like I guess that's what happens. I guess it has to be when you're done being an asshole for most of your life in your 20s, I guess even to his 30s, probably he was a real dickhead. Now he's in his 40s, possibly early 50s. And now he's so used to going outside, starting shit with someone and getting into a fight. Like this is his, like, you know, this is his, just like, oh man, I'm sorry. I got into my old thing again. I'm sorry. Was I threatening you again? Dude, I'm so sorry. It's nice to meet you. My bad.
You guys when you went home.
Yes.
I would 100% jerked off to you guys when you went home.
Dude,
1,000%. He was like, those fucking guys always beat me up.
Thinking about the sexuality of it now. I'm really not. He felt my arm.
He did. He
reached out and felt my arm. He was just like, yeah, you guys are big.
Garrett's like, right. That's what Mike Tyson used to do to people. Like, that was Patrice said that. When Patrice did he's like, I met Mike Tyson. And he's like, Mike Tyson, like, shook my hand and started, like, pat me down, and he's like, that was so he could knock me the fuck out.
Yeah. I did not like it. I did not like it at all.
Yeah, but you know that, like, sure. he didn't have he knew he didn't have you. That's why.
Yeah, and I want to remember, this is when the Phillies won.
This
is the tone of the city when the Phillies are winning. I just don't know. Everyone be safe when you get out to Philadelphia.
See, if I was there, I would have started hitting him with like pal and guy and stuff like that. I'd been like, all right, pal. Because I know I would have pissed him off.
To him for another hour.
Yeah, dude.
You'd been like, I can't believe you did that. If you put yourself in my shoes, man, you called me pal. I can't believe you, dude.
You missed this part.
You calling me guy? My God.
I was talking. I already told Neil already. I would have been like, dude, you want to fight then? I would already asked him because I don't have tolerance for that. So I would just been like, no, we can fight. That's fine.
Yeah.
And then he would have kept being like, oh, I was in prison. I'd be like, cool. Fight me right now.
Like, you sure you want to fight a bad guy?
Yeah. You sure you want to fight a bad guy?
That's a guy who can't fight intimidation tactics, by the way. Trying to talk you out of it, even though he's instigating it. So he can still walk away like he was a tough guy. He's like, those fucking pussies who want to fight me. It's like, but while trying to like subconsciously tell you, like, you don't want to fight this. I'm a fucking tough bad guy. That's what he was doing.
That's also a guy, though, who has had a couple strikes on him. And if he knows he starts the fight, that he's going to go to real prison, I think. Because I was like, dude, to your point, we were like, it's like fucking swing then or something, dude.
Right.
We're not starting the fight.
Stab me, do something cool. Like, don't make this boring.
It was like the equivalent of, I already told Neil this, like fucking, you're like at a bar with a girl and you're like, dude, I could fuck you so hard. And you just like, don't go home. Like, you're just like, oh, like the things I do to you is unbelievable. I'm a bad guy.
And then he got in the car with his buddy and was like, I almost fuck those guys up.
Right, exactly.
Look, his Uber got here.
I could have slept with that girl, dude. You know, like,
it's real midget guy energy.
Bro. Yeah,
real Napoleon energy. This guy was putting out.
What bar were we at? What was the name?
Murph's.
That was Murph's. It was Murph's. If you know this guy from Murph's, tell him to get some help. Because it was that, or he's going to be bothering multiple people outside most nights to try to either fight or fuck. And it's just not a night that I need to have. So but dude, it was, I challenge anyone to write in, tell us. It was the farthest, I think it's the longest. You and I were talking on the car ride home, being like, dude, that's the longest conversation I've ever had with someone who was openly threatening me the entire time. And we couldn't figure out if he really wanted to fight or not. Like, we were just like, is this you just commentary for MMA or something? You just have talking about fighting for 45. Well, how much time did you talk with him? And that's why I wanted to ask you. How much time did he talk inside? Because I wasn't there inside.
Oh, it was a decent 5. I would say 8 minutes.
So that's so long to not fight somebody.
Yeah.
And you were already an apologist. You'd be like, oh, dude, I was just fucking kidding. Or just joking. You already apologized.
Yeah. Basically, it's just like, man, I'm the kind of guy that wouldn't mind. I don't think he said jaw yet. I think I'm not a guy wouldn't mind getting into a fight. And I was like, that's cool, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, I already said, like, sorry and shit. Like, like, if this is really that big of a deal. You're like, we don't have to, like, what do you want to talk? Like, is there anything else? He's like, I'm a bad guy.
Yeah. That's what
I need to, like, he's like, I don't mind messing someone up. It's like, we've already been through this point, and I've already, like, navigated this with you. Is there anything else, like, you want to explore to further your point?
It's like a second therapeutic experience. Like, this is the second round of therapy you're having with him outside. It's like, yes, we have talked about that with actual therapy sessions we had inside.
Right.
I think you've established that now. we have to move on from that, right? We're not jawing anybody, right? Like it's, dude, it
wild.
was, I've never, I hope people, seek mental help if you need it.
He was so mad, man. He was so like I'm so like, oh my God. It was unbelievable. Like he obviously had that conversation. We wrapped up. Wasn't enough for him.
Yeah.
So he waited. That was a good hour or two before he decides to come outside. And it's just like,
that happened early in the night. That happened really early.
And I was just like, that was annoying. I didn't bring it up. I was like, I didn't really care. I was like, that was kind of just annoying.
Yeah, why would you? Why would you ever bring that up to the group? Like, it's irrelevant. Yeah.
This makes more sense then, right? He was less drunk. That happened. He tried to do that with you. Like, it's like, yo, dude, that's certainly not a cool thing. I don't like that. You're like, oh man, my son, my bad, whatever. He went back. He drank more, struck out, didn't have a good night, whatever. Comes back outside. Now is relitigating. This is opened up the case again. Just like Exhibit A. This guy made a joke at me near an ATM that I don't like. It's just,
I'm still going with gay beat up kink.
I mean, listen, I wouldn't put it past it. I think he rock hard. His dick was out while we were talking to him. Yes. But I mean, Adam, that's not really for us to say. I don't look down at that kind of stuff anymore. That's Philly 101. I'm not here for that kind of stuff, dude. But anyway, almost fights. There's too many almost fights in the city with the fucking over aggression. Anyway, thank you, Garrett, for coming.
Thank you, Garrett.
I think you have
hashing on.
Awesome.
More almost fights to come.
Yeah,
we keep getting into fucking issues. These two pretty.
It's all the buildup of a fight, but the fight never happens.
I challenge anyone to write in about how long in total we talked to this guy. 8 to 10 minutes, maybe 5 to 8 minutes inside. Then an hour later, we were talking to him for what felt like could have been 20 minutes.
That's crazy.
I was gonna say 30.
30?
Yeah.
I challenge anyone to write in. Tell us if you talk to someone longer than that. And I don't mean like, because again, you see it online, everyone makes the joke of like two dudes like, oh, you don't want to do something. No. I mean, just
casually
about
talking
a fight
to you.
You're gonna maybe have.
Like he's talking about like, what are you gonna get for dinner? Like,
right.
I would only say in actual fight promotions, in professional fights, do they actually talk about fighting this long and not fight yet?
No, they usually fight during fight promotions.
It's anyway. Right in. Let me know if you've actually
let us know.
that long.
Garrett, while you're here, tell everybody where they can find you, like your social media and stuff, or any upcoming shows you got.
Yeah, find me at Garrett Monaco on Instagram. That's really all I do right now. And or you could file at Myers Brewing Company. But
sure,
we have a fucking killer show there going on 28th after the World Series game when we obviously crush. Don't look at the score tonight. But we're gonna come back.
Let's go Yankees.
Be sure to check out our show on the 28th. We got a fucking incredible lineup with Peggy O'Leary, Jesse Dram, and Drew Thomas, and some special guests going on. It's a lot of fun. Be sure to check it out. You guys got droptent.com/events and find it there.
Boom.
Yeah, if I could park my car, I would love to go to those.
Here we go with his fucking. You have taken yourself completely out of the equation for all events with this dumb car. It's your fault. Don't blame us. So anyway, God, guys, can we get him a Prius or something?
Give me a beater car. I'll gladly drive it.
You
around.
could get yourself a beater car, Monty. Like, Jesus Christ. Anyway,
let's go fund me a beater car, guys.
Get the president. You need a president mobile. Yes, it will be like the Pope mobile. I don't need one because I'm out here trying to get in fights. So come on out.
Almost fights.
Yeah,
man.
almost fights.
I want all the build up. Can you please blue ball me?
I want to get blue balled in fights every day if you could, guys. Check out everything we have. Again, this has been another fucking day.
Just fucking bargain each other. All right, same time next week.
Yeah. Adam Nutter, Neil Wood, Gary Monaco, all here just hanging out. But we'll see you next time in the cult. Bye.
By the renewing of your mind.
The recycling. It's a flesh body world.
Do it.
Human.
Do it.
Sir slimy reptilian.
This has been a Drop Tent Media Production.